That would be a nice segue. Okay.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another awesome episode of Hair of the Dogcast, a very special, lovely Valentine's Day episode. Oh, can you feel the love tonight?
Yes.
I'm one of your hosts, Tom Wagner, and I'm here with my buddy,
Josh Miller.
Josh. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you, Tom.
It's good to be here with you. Who's this guy this hairy man in the middle
I don't know,
here?
but it's kind of just fitting in very nicely right between us here.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in the middle of a love sandwich with everything that's going between you two.
All right.
This is a very special podcast, so we thought we'd have a very special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a nice, warm Dogcast welcome to Brad, or B-Rad.
Oh.
Red.
Hey, guys. Yes, I am Brad.
Yeah, you are.
The real one.
Yeah, I will be B-Rad after these 3 beers. We'll see how they go.
Excellent.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to run into Tom the other day, about 3 weeks ago at the brewery I work at in town.
Oh.
And now I am a member of the Dogcast crew.
Can you mention what brewery it is? Because it's a very special night, beer night-wise, too.
Yes.
Where we have a theme going on.
We're having a Mobcraft extravaganza here.
Extravaganza.
It's extravagant.
So Mobcraft. Mobcraft is a microbrewery or a craft brewery.
It's a craft brewery.
It's a craft brewery.
In Milwaukee.
The good city, yes.
The good land.
The good
Right.
land. I'm new to Wisconsin, so everyone go easy on me here.
No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, kid gloves.
Mobcraft Brewery. We are the first crowdsourced brewery in the world, which is a pretty unique business model as far as the 10 million breweries that are now in the U.S. I think those numbers are accurate. I haven't
11
checked.
million now.
11 million. Since I said
It's
that, they've gone
Wednesday,
up.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So crowdsource, like Kickstarter, you guys, how does that work?
Well, it's kind of
How can
based
they be
on...
part of the crowd?
It's kind of based on how Threadless used to work. So if you were familiar with the Threadless clothing company, anyone can submit a beer idea online, and then whatever the top 8 beers that were submitted, they get into the vote for the month.
Okay.
Whatever beer gets the most pre-orders, we brew a 30-barrel batch of. So we have a lot of very unique, wonderful, weird beers, some themed beers.
I was going to ask, what is the weirdest what's the most edgy,
Emo?
odd, emo?
What's the most emo beer?
The most emo beer. Well, we did have the eggnog stick.
Okay.
I didn't get to try that one, but it was an eggnog beer, and I don't know
doesn't
how
believe in
emo
God.
it might have been. Yeah,
Yeah. Earth optimist.
You didn't get to try it?
I didn't. That was before my time. I've been
Okay.
at Mobcraft for about 6 months now, but we had a jalapeno ale with lime recently that was quite spicy.
I would do
I
it.
dig that.
I'd do it.
I love spicy.
Absolutely.
That's why they call me Captain Sizzle, right, guys? Girls, huh? Yeah.
I've
all
never
of you.
called you that ever.
I'm not talking to you, Tom.
Okay.
And I think maybe the craziest one that I have seen thus far, we have a Scotch ale that is aged in Lafroig whiskey barrels, and it is the peatiest, smokiest
Sigmund
beer.
Lefroid?
Sigmund Lafroig, yes.
Yeah, sehr gut. Yeah.
Tell me about your Maza.
Yes.
So, crowdsourced brewery. We've been there in Milwaukee. We moved here 2016 October, so we've been around here for a little bit. You might have seen us on...
From Madison area, or where? What's the original location?
From Madison, that is correct. That's where they started. They were brewing out of House of Brews.
Oh.
Yeah, we had one fermentation tank, and we would go in there and brew like once a month. And then it got to the point where we had to up the production. The people wanted more.
Ooh.
They always want more.
More beer.
They always want more. People, can't you get enough? Are you not entertained?
Well, we haven't reached the breaking point yet. They still are screaming for more. So.
Oh, jeez.
Just like Captain Sizzle.
Right. So let's get down to brass tacks here. Hair of the Dogcast is a podcast about beer and video games and beer, and we drink actual live beer on this podcast. And tonight is all Mobcraft beer all day. Woo-hoo!
All night long.
So
what's first on the radar,
Brad,
guys?
what are we going to kick off here first?
So the first one, it's a very special beer because this is the crowdsourced beer that I submitted, and this was the winner for October of last year.
It really ties the room together.
It ties the room together, does it not? So it's a White Russian Stout. It's called Dudism. I don't know how much you can see it there, but...
I've heard of white stouts, golden stouts, but I've never had a white. I can't do it.
Caucasian?
I'm so thirsty. Ugh.
It's coming. It's
White
coming.
Russian
All right,
stout.
we're gonna
White
get
Russian
there.
stout.
The man's thirsty. Give that man a beer.
Careful, man. There's a beverage here.
What is the ABV? Is this a ABV same as a black Russian stout?
So this could be classified as an imperial. I think
Okay.
the Russian part is mostly just a fun Big
Thank you.
Lebowski reference, but it is a 9%er,
Okay, yeah, so it's up there.
and it's
Awesome. Thank you.
you don't see a lot of white stouts. Light in color. There's a lot of white chocolate, coffee, and lactose in there.
Well, that's
Yeah,
like your
I can
opinion,
smell
man. All right. Let's try this out, dudes. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's tasty. That's tasty.
I like it. I like it a lot.
As someone completely unbiased and not being on the label, I think it's the best beer.
You are the first guest who's ever appeared on the
Mouth
label of the beer that we're
feels-
drinking.
Yeah, everybody that I serve at the brewery, their first thought is that this doesn't look right because it's a white stout, and then
Yeah.
mostly it's been overwhelming joy. It's a little bit like watching your kid go play soccer. I don't have a kid, but I can imagine it's like you just want your kid to do well out there, and it's been
But soccer, though? What?
they play it in other countries, I believe.
Okay. The football.
South
okay.
Dakota.
It's, yeah,
In
the country of
countries like
Dakota,
South
yeah.
Dakota. Right on. Well, this is tasty. So, what made you come to Milwaukee? What's the deal there? Of all the
Well-
places in the world. Of all the places in the world.
A lot of people in Milwaukee ask me that same question, like, why would you were...
Well, let's get it out there for everybody. All right.
So this is the fourth brewery I've worked at, and I moved here from New Zealand, actually. I was working at a brewery over there, running a bottling line at Invercargill Brewery, which
Yeah.
is an excellent small brewery over there. And
Did you ever meet Peter Jackson?
No, I met...
I'm sorry, I'm just hijacking.
No, it's cool. I met Richard Taylor and Tanya Roger, the two heads of Weta, and I met the guy who designed the Balrog, the guy who did all the art
Oh,
for it.
really?
And I
Okay.
think, what's that?
What?
I forget his name, but I think that he also helped design Gollum.
not pass. That was that from the movie.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, but
can't
I had to
believe
move
that.
back to be closer to family, so I
Yeah.
decided Milwaukee sounded fun. And
Yeah, try it out.
Close enough to South Dakota.
Try it out. They got a bronze Fonz. It's cool. Yeah. You know.
I was on TripAdvisor today looking at the best things in Milwaukee, and Bronze Fonz was like 8 or something. I'm like, what?
It's the only thing that comes up.
Yeah,
actually.
the thing about that is it's just you see it and then it's like, okay, that was good.
It's like, hey.
Yeah.
And it's colder right now, so like you don't even want to go see it right now.
No, don't put your tongue on the bronze Fonz.
Oh yeah.
Don't. But yeah, yeah. Sorry, Henry Winkler. Well, that's cool. Well, welcome to Milwaukee. And we were speaking before the podcast. You've already been to more breweries than I have in this town since I moved here. So good on you.
Yeah.
Is there another one that you are a big fan of in Milwaukee?
So I would say that I've been to maybe 2/3 of the breweries
Okay.
in Milwaukee thus far, and I haven't had anything other than great experiences at all of them. My two most recent favorites would be Eagle Park and Gathering Place. Now, Gathering Place is a little bit further north,
Okay.
and I couldn't tell you which Tosa
Canada.
or Oconomowoc or Potawatomi it's in. It's like north of where...
North of Milwaukee? Or it's still in Milwaukee?
I think it's still in Milwaukee, but Gathering Place. Great beers. They've only been around since August. And Eagle Park's another little spot that I was in recently for our staff holiday party. I was inebriated, but I still think it was great.
Right on.
Yeah, I had a six-pack the other day, so...
Good.
I'll have to check that out. Check that out. You've heard it here first. First? Gathering Place.
First.
And second.
And yes. Wow, this shit's strong. So yeah. Anyways, we also play video games and things. I know. Anything new with you, Josh? Want to keep the people up to date?
Yes.
They care.
Video games I've been playing. Finally got a chance to play some River City Melee.
You did it.
It's River City Ransom in the future.
Yeah.
Today. So present day, not in the future. Tom, stop.
I'm sorry.
Lollygagging around.
Guys,
what are you doing?
I apologize.
What are you? Oh,
You're watching
so
your own
River
podcast
City
live?
Melee.
It's like Spaceballs.
The cool thing about this game, it's like a brawler, beat 'em up fighter. There's even a level with soccer that you're fighting, and you can like kick balls at each other, and then there's a random goalie you can score goals in for no apparent reason.
That's awesome.
But like the levels are like very modern, while the characters and the weaponry very 8-bit, like NES. So it's kind of unique like that.
How do you mean? So the character art looks modern?
Oh, the character art looks 8-bit.
Oh, okay.
The levels are all modern, like nice graphics.
Okay.
A little cartoony.
You're
but
right.
At the same time, like they look pretty good. It's kind of unique.
That's cool.
How many
But yeah.
players?
Players, I
Is
believe.
it multiplayer?
You can play up to 4. There's online, except for I don't know how big the online community is for this game. So
Yeah, it doesn't seem like one that would require.
No.
Like, you could play with someone in China; it'd probably still be like perfectly streaming it. So it's not
Probably.
crazy high fidelity.
yeah, and there's about how many different groups of people with different fighting styles. Like you get the dragon feet and the
Taekwondo?
Yeah, the slam dunk.
That's the other one I
punch
know.
and all these weird attacks. Every player's
I know
got
Kung
their
Fu.
own little specialties,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's fun. Played it for about an hour the other day. Binged it.
Would you say
Played
that's a
it.
good game to play on Valentine's Day?
It's a good day to play this game on Valentine's Day with your significant other because you get to beat him up in a video game.
Yeah.
And
Let it
then
out.
kiss
Just-
them at the end.
That's what it's for, guys.
Build up to kissing at the end of this game. Just like
I don't want to play it
Melee.
anymore.
It'll get you excited.
That's gross.
Tom, you want to play
I don't want
this
kissing in
game.
my games.
So I also I played a little NES. Finally got to play some Vice Project Doom for a little bit. Some Twin Cobra.
Thoughts on the Vice Project Doom? Did it match?
It's a good game.
Did
Great-
the game
great
quality
game.
equal the label art?
It's pretty
How's
close.
the label art
The
ratio
label art's
of the game?
unstoppable. It's 11 out of 10.
It's pretty good. It's pretty fucking
I
good.
gotta see it.
Oh, man.
What's the label look like?
Well, if you would have watched our last episode, fucking be rad.
I can't watch the
Rad.
podcast when I'm driving, guys. I'm sorry. I'm a listener.
God damn it.
I'm definitely gonna check
It's okay.
out. Yeah.
It's okay. It's pretty epic though. It's just below the one Nintendo game where there's like a lady with a white tiger. She's like in a bikini. Did you ever see that game? I don't even know what game it is.
Treasure Master. Now that's a cover.
Treasure Master?
Every cheesy 80s thing that's really cool with the
Oh,
dude with
yeah.
sunglasses and like Saved by the Bell logos and shit.
Right. Now, this
All of
game was like totally like heavy metal, fucking, 80s,
I'm
There's a
into
white
that.
fucking tiger
I'm
or something.
into that.
Yeah.
But Vice Project Doom, fun game.
Good.
Very fun. Almost
It makes
like,
me happy.
Almost like Batman meets Mega Man meets some other shit. If that's accurate enough.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
I'll buy that for $1.
Thank you.
It's good.
Buy that for
I
$1.
fucking will, man. Anything else by chance?
It's a couple pickups I have not had a chance to play. We all heard of this great movie starring Danny Glover. In this game, you get to play as
Magnum
Danny
opus.
Glover.
It's getting too old for this shit.
Predator 2. I actually snagged it pretty cheap off eBay. One of those lucky things where nobody bid on it. And I think it goes for like $30-$40 normally. I think
Maybe
I
that
got
was
it
a
for
sign.
10. No. I was trying to get it for a little
Whoa,
bit. The
whoa.
artwork, though, great. Look at that.
Just the
You
case
got
is
the-
worth that much
You
money.
got the Predator doing the whole I'm holding a skull attached to the tailbone spine situation.
Yeah.
Sega Genesis does what Nintendo don't right
Ooh,
there.
yeah.
Was Jesse Ventura in the second one, or did he die in the first one?
That's the Feist one.
Okay.
Arnold.
Well, you see, you got this alien guy.
This
come
alien
down.
guy
He's
here.
got no
So-
face.
Yeah, they come
Also
down.
picked up
And
another
then
sweet game.
I Steak
which I haven't played since I played the emulator last year.
What is that?
A good game called Dinosaurs for Hire.
Nice.
Look at that cover.
That's adorable.
Yeah, you
That's
got a
great.
T-Rex thingy, dude, with looks like what is the grenade launcher gun from Terminator 2?
Sure.
Pump, pump. And there's like a random pterodactyl in the background looking over his shoulder, like, yeah, shoot him like that, you know, dinosaur guy.
Right, because I'm a
So-
pterodactyl. I got wings. I ain't got no fucking hands.
You know,
Who's
gotta
hiring
shoot the
these
gun.
dinosaurs?
That's what I want to know. That's
we are. Oh, it says Tom Mason's Dinosaurs for Hire.
Oh.
So whoever Tom Mason is,
Tom Mason's.
you should be on next week's next podcast. Just holler at us, okay?
We got your game.
Tom Mason, we got your game. So yeah, Dinosaurs for Hire. Haven't played yet. Since I played it a while ago. It's like run around, shoot them with guns as dinosaurs.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
side scroller.
If I was having a date, I'd love to be talking about dinosaurs and guns. That could be an appropriate game for Valentine's Day as well, maybe.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. What
I'm
person
asking
doesn't
if I
want
can come
that?
over on Valentine's Day. I'll be your Valentine.
Earlier, I got to work later, but yeah, we can fit that in.
This is actually a Tinder hookup, so in the making,
You
guys.
ain't
It's a
Tinder
really
hooking
awkward
up.
first date being on a podcast, but it's going well.
Right? It's going good. Just let the alcohol flow. Don't worry. Yeah. Yeah, man. No, that's cool. So, Predator 2, your only pickup lately?
Yeah.
Since our last
Yeah, that's
podcast?
all. Predator 2, Dinosaurs for Hire.
God damn.
My mouth. Yeah, that's all I picked up lately. I think.
Okay. Yeah.
I downloaded Fortnite, have not played it yet. Been too busy.
Oh, you didn't?
Update.
Yeah.
Like, I got 10 minutes, I can quick get a game in. You need to register and log in and sign up to this.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, I don't have time for that. and
Epic
play,
Games
so-
requires you to sign your life away.
Yeah, so
Do you
not
accept?
Yeah.
going to.
I would.
It's like I don't have time for shit.
It's frustrating when you're just trying to sign on to play Assassin's Creed and you have to like make accounts and stuff, you know?
Oh, God.
Back in the day, you just put a game in and it just starts up.
It was nice. Or the most you had to do was blow on a cartridge
Just like
to get it to work.
yeah,
Much like a Tinder date.
Much like a Tinder date.
Yeah.
love that cartridge
If
good.
I had a nickel, I don't even know what that means.
You'd have $100.
You wouldn't yeah.
I guess.
That's a lot of nickels, man.
It's a lot of fucking nickels. No, that's cool. I picked up some games, I guess. Have you picked up any games lately? What have you been playing? What
do you
Let's get to
play?
the bottom of Brad's
Brad,
favorite playlist.
play?
Or what
So yes,
do you play?
I'm a craft beer fan, but I'm more so a video game fan.
Oh, Jesus. You
Yes.
fit right in.
Whoa.
I would say my most recent pickup, I think there's a ghost upstairs. Maybe I heard a rattling.
Sure.
I think they're celebrating Valentine's Day.
Ooh, a little early, perhaps.
Yes.
By throwing pencils around.
Yes, they're just throwing quarters and bouncing them off the floor.
My most recent pickup is the virtual reality headset for the PS4.
Oh, shit. Got one of those too.
Yes, I listened to the episode. It was awesome. I'm curious. I'd like to try Doom, the VFR, but I was that the whole movement system is still odd to me. I haven't tried that one, but I've been doing a lot of Skyrim. But my
How's the movement in that?
Oh,
well,
the VR Skyrim?
it tries to have you use the two hand controllers, and you
Yeah.
have to like lean forward with one to move, and you like kind of look with the other, and it's wonky, and I found it unplayable myself because
Really?
I need to be able to sneak in Skyrim. If I'm going to do the sneak
Yep.
archer that I was born to be,
Right.
so
Obviously.
I use the regular controller.
Anybody who joins the Dark Brotherhood needs to be able to fucking sneak. Do you hear me? Everybody.
Say this, hell, say this.
So I just used the regular controller when I was playing Doom VR.
Yeah, because
VFR.
it's fun just looking around inside the headset.
You can buy the gun with the attachments. I've not looked into it even yet.
I spoke to a bartender at Sugar Maple last night, the other night.
And what did Sugar Maple say?
He said, get the gun attachment. It's amazing because it's got controls up front. You actually hold it with both hands, and it's got like controls up front and back here, like so you're able to do multiple things with it. It sounded quite interesting as far as a
Just the normal move gun attachment, or is that didn't they come out a game called like Gunpoint or something like that, which was like the
I think you're right. Don't quote me, but I know there's like that one official gun attachment for the Move controller, and he was saying it was great. But besides Skyrim, I've been playing Rush of Blood.
The free game.
It was a free game, and it turns out to be I'd say so far my killer app for the VR. There was my roommate's birthday this last weekend, and she had a million friends over, and at one point there was 10 of us just in my room taking turns playing VR. So that I would definitely recommend as a date experience because I had my girlfriend over
because
recently.
they're blind, they can't see anything.
Well, I might have danced in front of them while they were playing, and they didn't know. But it's great just putting your friend in there, and you can watch what they see, and they get scared. It's fun for everybody, even if you're not playing. Yep. So. Yeah, and I just recently crushed Horizon Zero Dawn, the Destiny 2 Vanilla. I'm maybe 10 hours into Final Fantasy 15, and it's those Christmas deals are dangerous, boys.
They are.
I got excited, and I own a lot of games I'm not going to look at for a year.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, I'm just getting around to playing games that I bought last year that I just kind of like waned off of. But so, are you the kind of gamer that can juggle games? Multiple games at once, or do you have to kind of play one to completion before you move on to the next?
I can be quite anal with some games. Okay. So Horizon Zero Dawn, you do the main quest for 2 hours, and then I found every metal flower in the game.
Every metal flower.
And I went and I did every side quest. And what do you find? Banuk figures. I don't know why. I didn't follow the story enough because I'm too busy listening to my new favorite podcast.
Oh,
well,
and collecting
no. Okay. I do listen sometimes, but no. But I'm such a collector with those games, so I'll go deep into them. I do play. I have pinball effects in the VR as well.
Oh, yes, that is fucking awesome.
It's great.
That might be like my favorite VR experience.
Surprisingly, it's really cool.
I just downloaded it as like, oh, this would be fun to do, but then I just like really got into it. I'm like, this is
it was on sale also like last month or something. I picked it up, and then they also had a Walking Dead one. I've not tried it yet, but there's supposed to be some walker that just hangs out like you're playing pinball. I'm the walker.
Yeah,
while you're playing,
it's amazing.
Background.
It's amazing with virtual reality that something even just pinball. It's great. So I do juggle games. I will definitely get back to Final Fantasy 15, although...
You're 10 hours in?
I just got my first ancient sword.
Oh, shit.
Or something. I don't know.
Shit.
I don't...
It's all downhill, man.
Is it for real?
No, it's good. Your life is downhill.
I know nothing about it.
There is a virtual reality fishing game that I haven't tried yet. I've done the regular one, but they have their own VR PS4 fishing game for Final Fantasy 15.
That's right.
And it's like, eventually, you'll have just work the game. You won't even have to go to work anymore. You can just do everything in VR because you can go fishing, you can play pinball.
They have Job Simulator.
I'm sure there's girlfriend simulators.
Oh my gosh.
I know there are girlfriend simulators.
Is there yet? There's got to be probably already, right?
I can only imagine.
What?
He's got the Oculus.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a little off the radar, so.
I don't know. I've never watched porn in it. Ever.
He's looking a little suspicious.
No. Hey, anyways, back to video games. Okay.
Russian.
Should we crack open another beer?
Oh, snap, crackle, and...
Let's do it.
Snap, crackle, and pop.
Vanilla wafer porter.
Vanilla wafer porter, yes. So this is one of our beers. It's a seasonal, but we have it around for like 3 or 4 months at a time.
Yeah.
A nice, sweet vanilla beer where you get a lot of biscuity, wafery goodness. But I don't want to paint your minds before you experience the beer.
No.
And again, don't be trying to just make me happy.
They also call it Joshy Biscuits. So
I don't know why, but I'm excited to meet Josh.
Just go with it.
Joshy Biscuits.
Yeah. Now speaking of Doom, since we're talking about Doom VFR, I understand that somebody on the podcast might have a Doom thing on their skin that they might have just.
Yeah, my good friend Aaron Kalel, tattoo artist in Watertown, not South Dakota, but Wisconsin.
That's right.
Finished my Doom piece.
You want to show that bad boy off?
Should I take off my
ladies, gentlemen, shield your eyes.
Brace yourselves.
If you can't.
I'm gonna go right up to the camera, guys.
Cut to the
God.
scene of Indiana Jones when they're all melting from the Lost Ark.
Yep.
Just watch that. But yeah.
If you're watching this on the Oculus or PSVR, God have mercy on your soul.
What?
Cover your eyes.
Yeah, a little Doom piece for you. Little Doom guys. And
That's
demons
wicked.
Being slayed and whatnot. I can't see because the delay of the camera, but
There it is. Look, you got it. They can see you. Yeah.
isn't it pretty, guys?
It's amazing.
I think it's pretty sweet.
I saw only the bottom half of the dude's legs when you walked in. And I just knew immediately that there's a badass Doom guy hiding under your sleeve.
Legs.
Dude, nice job.
I got a lot of things hiding under my sleeve.
Yes.
Those big guns.
Yeah. Yeah.
And good job, Aaron, from, what's the name of the tattoo parlor? Evolution?
Evolution Inc.
Yeah, check them out. They're fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Looks fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think it's quite sexy.
It's such an
Therefore-
iconic piece of video game art, too.
Yeah. Yeah. This is actually based off the new game.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
so John Romero's still going to ask you to suck it down to be his bitch.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll suck it down.
Okay.
What?
With how good that game
You
was.
mean this
I'll do it.
vanilla porter wafer?
This vanilla
beer?
wafer porter. So it's surprising how much biscuity, wafery flavor I actually get with it, because you do get a lot of that sweet vanilla, but this is a beer that just crushes at the tap room. And
Yeah.
yes,
I like porters and stouts, man.
this is a
That's
good,
my
so
shit.
good.
a good Valentine's Day beer, perhaps as well, because I want to crush it as much as
God damn it.
the young
doesn't?
women.
Yeah. Nope. It's
You
good.
treat it like a young woman when you drink it. Little violent,
With much respect.
yeah. little sweet, little salty.
It's got the good flavor.
Down the hatch, Mary Poppins.
Yes. It's a jolly holiday.
I feel that
We're just going to sit here in silence.
it's odd for y'all having someone who works at the brewery here. I want you guys to lay into me if you need to.
Oh, I'm gonna lay in you, honey.
No,
Okay, not later. I'm talking about the beer.
Oh.
the beer?
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa, baby. I prefer the dudism, but I think that's just my personal taste.
Yeah.
Like, or maybe the dudism was so good that this beer is great.
I'm a fan of either style. I like golden stouts. That's what's fun about that is nobody makes them often.
You
So-
never see them.
Actually, for our brewing practicum in Madison, our group made a golden stout at Capital Brewing. So we're making small batch. Everybody is trying to make some obscure stuff. Some stuff probably didn't work. I don't remember. It was last winter. But ours turned out fucking killer. Yeah, it was good. That one is a very silky, smooth body.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We recently had it on Nitro.
Ooh, really?
Oh,
It was phenomenal. Oh,
Phenomenal.
goodness.
sounds so
I always
good,
love to
baby.
try the comparisons of nitro and regular CO2, but
Me too, and I'll do it with like 6 pints each to make sure.
yeah, you kind of have to.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
usually tend to like the nitro better, but not always. Like I think Old Rasputin,
Yeah.
on the North Coast.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. It's a great go-to Russian
It's a
Imperial
great-
Stout.
Always good.
But I actually prefer that in CO2 as opposed to nitro. And
Really?
I've been going to places and seeing it on nitro more than CO2, and I go,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yep.
It's one of those rare occurrences.
yeah.
But it's always fun to try it that way, either way.
It's good to see the differences, and also if there's like a firkin or cask style of any of them, it's good to.
Cask, definitely. I always
Yeah.
love to try them. Lakefront once in a while has some cool cask stuff. They made a coffee, their amber lager, the River West
River
Stein
West Stein.
coffee, and they had a little I forgot what it was, something with tea. I don't know, but it was quite unique. But I kept coming back for the same pint over and over.
Yeah.
Just another one
It
of
was a
these.
unique flavor.
Yeah.
That's something I've noticed in Milwaukee is there's not enough nitro and cask beers. There's a few breweries that do them, and sours as well. It's one of those things I think over the next year or so
I
they're
think
going to start
sours are
picking up.
growing.
Yeah.
For sure.
I would say so.
Have you been to Funk Factory
I have not been to Funk Factory yet.
in Madison? They have quite a selection of things.
Yeah. I want to make a Madison trip to go knock out a bunch of them because I know that's like a little spot too.
The cool thing about that is they always have Untitled Art stuff, and Untitled Art has been like it's like a kind of a bunch of different breweries that are collabing right now, and it's kind of cool seeing who collabs with who. Pulpit Rock recently did one with maybe I don't remember if it was Untitled Art or Funk Factory, but it was sold there. Pulpit Rock's next to Toppling Goliath in Iowa.
In Decorah.
Yeah. And
Decorah.
so they're getting to be known a little bit more. But Microphone Brewing out of Chicago, they do a lot of pastry stouts, like the super sweet
I
ones.
heard
Fuck
you guys
yes.
talking about this the other
Yeah,
one of the other
Give me all
podcasts.
those.
It's
right
a
now.
unique thing,
Yeah.
and some of them are freaking phenomenal. Like the hazelnut, I'm a sucker for.
Oh,
Anything with peanut butter.
Peanut
yes.
butter, everything. Just
peanut
put
butter,
it on
everything.
my body.
Right now.
I put peanut butter in my body, and then I drink the beer with the peanut butter in it.
They
That's
should,
how I do
yeah,
it.
line the glasses with like peanut butter or at least jelly or something.
Dip the brim
Yeah.
of the glass in peanut butter.
Wow.
I talked about
That's the next thing.
Maybe
You heard it
4D.
here first, folks.
It's like a 4D
I'm a bartender. I
experience.
know
Yeah.
these things.
Yeah. Wow. Now I'm really thirsty.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
What games have you been playing recently?
Tom.
Tombo.
I've played some. I have played a few games. I've finally finished Wolfenstein 2.
You finished
that
it?
Wolfenstein 2?
How long did that take you?
I would say total maybe 16 hours.
Yeah.
Just because I tend to take a while to finish games. So if a game, like, if people say, like, oh, you can finish that in 10 hours, I will finish it within 25 hours usually. So, but it was everything I said the last podcast. I think I got halfway through where I said like the story was bad shit, and I encountered a spot in the game where I had a reaction where I never had a reaction
Yeah.
similar to since I've played that game or played any games. There are a couple other. The story is just so fucking whack that. There were even a couple more instances where I'm just like, what the fuck? That's but in like, you know, a good way, you know, like holy shit, I can't believe this is happening. And if I told you what the last scene in the game is, you probably wouldn't believe me. You'd be like, what? That's ridiculous. And it was such a I loved it. I loved it. The game itself is great. I wouldn't say it's like the best shooter I ever played, but the story is so compelling that you just gotta fucking play through it just to see what happens next.
I was listening to the podcast when you were describing it, and you said there was the one moment where your jaw had completely dropped.
It did. It literally dropped, and I put my hands to my
You Home
face.
Aloned it.
I was Macaulay Culkin.
Maybe you should
Yes.
spill the beans on what that is.
No, don't, because
no.
when you said that, that's when I decided I am actually going to have to go buy this game, or at least rent it, because I need to know what made you Home Alone it.
And you should, because I want to talk to people who have played this game and just like have
So I got
a good
it.
conversation.
I haven't started it,
Yeah.
and it won't for a while probably.
Right. Yeah.
I want to
Once
play
you do.
Horizon Zero Dawn still.
Yeah.
So I'm begging to you, Internet Land, if you've played Wolfenstein 2 to completion, or at least to the middle part, to the jaw-dropping part, you know the part I'm talking about. Talk to me, because I want to talk to you.
He needs psychiatric help here. He just talk to him.
You know, it's like after seeing
Reach
a
out.
good movie, you want to talk to some other people who've seen it and just kind of, you know, talk turkey and dissect it a little bit. And I just love to like be able to talk to somebody about it. Just somebody, please, God.
I've also heard that they do a lot with like what the music might have been in
Yes.
a German version of
Yep.
What happened after the war.
Yeah, they have the German version of the Beach Boys, a German version of the Beatles.
I want that on vinyl.
and-
I want to get that, whatever it is.
Oh, it's
That
great.
might happen.
And I
been
played
doing that
I played one of the
lately.
songs for Josh the last time after
Yeah.
the.
I was like, what are you playing? Like, oh, okay.
But if you like collectibles, yeah, you can collect records in the game.
So cool.
So, just the characters are great. You know, like I said, the game itself is a little on the difficult side. If you're just expecting kind of like a run of the mill, you know, easygoing shooter, it will kick your ass unless you learn the rules of the game. But once you do, I felt the game turn around once I got the silencer for my pistol and started playing it like more like a stealth game. And then the game opened up and I kind of understood the language of the gameplay, I guess. And but I think everyone should play it. Just, you know, put it down to easy if you're feeling frustrated at all. But the stories is, best story of the year last year. If I would have played it last year, it would have gotten yeah.
It would have got it.
It would have got it. All right. I want to spend Valentine's Day with Wolfenstein 2 is basically what I'm saying.
Hitler would spend Valentine's Day with you if he could.
Oh, there's such a good scene. Oh, I'm not going to spoil it.
Such a good scene.
I'm not going to spoil it. But,
Yeah, got to pick that one up.
yeah.
I've heard about scenes with Hitler.
Yes. And it sets up Wolfenstein. Hopefully, I know Wolfenstein 2 didn't sell that great. At least that's kind of the word on the street. So I'm hoping they got to finish off the trilogy because they left it in a good spot where, okay, I can't wait to see, you know, the story through to the end. So
Yeah.
The film's pretty good.
Yes, I'm,
I really liked it.
We like video games here.
I do. We do together.
Games.
Yes. I also started playing a game called SteamWorld Dig 2 on the
heard of
Nintendo
those games.
Switch.
I feel like that was a PS4 arcade game, maybe that I was given. SteamWorld Dig,
Indie game?
the original. Yeah,
The original?
Maybe that was like a PS Plus one.
Yeah.
It could be. Yeah, it could be. I don't know. I picked the new one came out I think in September of last year. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I guess the thing I can like sum up gameplay wise for it is if you like Dig Dug and Metroidvania games, this game's for you.
I watched video of the first one. I didn't think I'd get into it, but I think there's two different style games with that same basis.
They have I think SteamWorld is like a brand.
Okay, maybe
And then
it
they
is.
make different kinds of games.
Okay.
Like under that brand, and this one just happens to be like a Metroidvania. You know, you basically instead of going around a Dracula's castle, you're digging down and finding spots and that you can't progress further until you level up or get new abilities and new equipment. But it's really satisfying. I'm really enjoying it, and I don't think it's that long, but it's only like $20. And if you have a Switch, I think it's available for PS4 and Xbox. But if you have a Switch, it's like a perfect Switch game to just play on the go. You know,
No, I don't know, Tom.
or play on the couch. You know,
Buy Mutant Football League instead.
I feel like the Switch.
Josh
would
is like,
maybe-
shut up, or
the
Tom.
Switch
you should buy that too. No, you should buy Mutant Football League for sure. But yeah, I don't think that's on the Switch though. Is it?
Oh,
I don't think so.
no, everything
least
but.
It probably will come.
It
it, maybe.
may come.
Eventually, in 2 years.
Very sessionable.
Very.
Smashable.
But yeah, if you have any interest in Symphony, like Metroid or those kind of games, this game is really good. The upgrade loop is really satisfying and really addictive, and the rate that you get the upgrades is pretty quick, so it really keeps the interest going. So I can't wait to play it right now. I'm thinking about playing it.
We're wasting our time talking to you guys. Just kidding. We're not.
Yeah.
We love you. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy
Yes.
Valentine's Day.
It's Wednesday.
It is, yes. And I played one more game.
What was the game that you played?
I played one more game. Well, I don't have the box because I downloaded it, but this is the original game.
Oh.
It's a game called Shadow of the Colossus.
Did you get the extra download with it?
The what?
According to the video in which that we shared on the Dogcast.
Oh, I didn't watch the whole video.
Oh.
I'm a horrible person.
Extra climbing pass.
Oh, is that what that was? Okay. Yeah.
A little swang down the middle.
Extra big colossal genitals. I don't know. Have you played Shadow of the Colossus?
I tried to do the PlayStation subscription thing where you can stream games.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. PS
I
Now?
had not a great experience with it because I tried to do Colossus and it was just subtly laggy enough to where it was unplayable. I tried to do Colossus, but it wasn't working when I tried it.
Damn.
Yeah.
2 years ago. So I haven't done Colossus, but I will be definitely at some point because any game that gets talked about for however long, you're eventually gonna play.
This is
You're gonna play.
yeah. For my money, Shadow of the Colossus is like a game that needs to be in everybody's. If you play games, consider yourself a gamer, or even if you don't, this is like one of the must plays out of like all the.
It should be on your bookshelf.
Yeah,
Like
it should be in the
Mario
Library of
Duck
Congress of video games. But they just came out with a remade version for PS4 that updates the graphics.
Is it just PS4?
Yeah, just PS4.
Really?
Yep.
Jeez, Xbox
Yep.
is falling behind.
Oh man,
Just saying.
Not many exclusives.
Not even any.
sad, sad. Pretty
Halo
much.
7.
Racing
Anniversary
game?
Cuphead,
edition.
but that was,
Oh, Cuphead makes it worth it though.
Is Cuphead exclusive?
yeah,
Yes,
I have a desperate need to play that after hearing you all talk about
so
it.
amazing.
it's a
So
cool
good.
game. If you like
I actually got
old-
further in Cuphead.
How many guys you got left? Like
I'm at the second to last boss, which is kind of like the last boss from what I hear. It's so
it's hard as shit.
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, it's harder than shit.
I resorted to the last guy or the guy that I was stuck on prior to getting to the guy I'm on now. I was stuck on for probably a couple months, just trying to like figure out how to beat him. And these are like 2-minute boss battles, I just couldn't do it. So I recently bought a walking treadmill for my home office, and I have a TV in front of it, and I'm like, well, maybe I could just, buy time by playing some, Cuphead on the treadmill, right? Well, you put that fucker up to like 4 miles an hour, and you're like jogging and playing.
You're getting this on.
It just fucking like gets the blood rushing to your brain or something, and gave me just like an edge of my reflexes, I guess, and I was able to beat the guy I was stuck on. But I did also find out that I have a habit of subtly moving my body to the action that's going on screen. So when you're walking really fast at like 4 miles an hour, and you never realize you had this tick until you start playing games in front of it on a treadmill. Yeah. There were a couple of times I almost ate it, where I just would just jerk off the fucking treadmill.
You're almost done. You have 2 shots left on the boss.
Pretty much.
You slip.
Right.
And you fall.
You
Can
fall on
imagine?
your face too.
That's
I
what
mean,
that went through
But
my
you
head.
look up and you got the last shot, and it was still a victory.
Exactly. Yeah.
I was playing Rush of Blood on VR, and this giant spider, he jumps at me.
Yeah.
I'm in my chair. I fall back. I lean backwards, and I fall back in the chair. I look up. He's still there, and I'm shooting on my back.
Are you really? That's awesome.
I didn't win, but
you didn't yank your PlayStation.
No,
I was terrified
you did win.
that I was.
You did win.
I didn't. Yeah, the fact that nothing was destroyed.
Oh man, yeah.
We're all
imagine it
winners
right
here.
now. Usually when that happens, it's destroyed.
I'm going to eventually just have a whole VR room in my house, so I have room to do what I need to do. Because the Arkham VR game,
Oh yes.
like that one, there's this
Yeah,
very
I picked
serious.
that up too. Haven't played it yet.
It's
but
the opening.
Can't
it
wait.
says,
Can't wait.
You gotta you should
Clear room.
you should stand for this game. Be this far back. It's the first game that's very serious about getting your positioning.
Stand for it.
Exactly.
Don't
Yeah.
Colin Kaepernick that shit.
Don't call him Kaepernick
Don't-
that.
Oh, what?
We love America here at the Hair of the Dogcast.
Just kidding.
But so like one of the first things in the Arkham VR is your little Bruce Wayne, little like
Little guy?
5-year-old Bruce Wayne in the alley with your parents, and there's nothing weirder than like looking up at an adult when you feel like you're that little in VR. It's so strange. And then, of course, you know what happens. Yeah. You walk away from the alley fine, and Bruce Wayne has a healthy life. But
he's rich, too.
Yeah. So he's
really rich.
Yeah, nothing went wrong there. But it's amazing to... That was the first real height change I felt in the VR, and it was effective.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that.
Should we have another beer?
We definitely should. It's about that time.
Let's do it. But yes, Shadow of the Colossus, play it. The remake is awesome. It still feels like the old game, but they updated the controls, made it less clunky, and holy shit, the fur in that game
is so furry.
The fur is the best fur I've ever seen.
Can you feel it at all?
I wanted to. I wanted to.
The fur? Do you think why don't they make Shadow of the Colossus on VR?
They have The Last Guardian on VR.
They do.
Just the demo.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my very first thing I did in VR.
Really?
You just... Because I've never played The Last Guardian. Sorry.
Neither. But
I haven't either.
I downloaded it. I haven't...
It's exciting, though.
You downloaded it?
I downloaded the Last
VR?
Guardian VR experience for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when I'm waiting to come out on PS Plus or something.
Yeah, it's just a little thing where you're interacting with the giant creature.
Trico.
Trico is the name.
Trico.
For the ignorant, his name is Trico, apparently.
Hello, everybody.
Trico.
Thank you.
And all you do is look at it, and it's actually really exciting.
Bird dog. Is that the bird dog game?
Bird dog.
It's the bird dog game. Yes, the next beer we have is the Sour Cranberry Golden Ale. So
let's do it.
Yes, Mobcraft is one of... There's not many sour programs at breweries that I've experienced in town. Very tart, a lot of cranberry flavor.
Yeah, tart, yeah.
I like cranberry.
At some point, yeah. Now my cat palate is clean.
Mm.
And now for something completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. Yep.
Yeah.
That was like a needle coming off the record or something.
And I believe that you have a tendency to crush tart beers, or from what I've heard on one of their most recent podcasts.
I can do that.
He's a crusher.
I cannot stop.
I will crush your sours.
I will crush your sours, and pretty much anything that's semi-tart.
So
goodbye.
People that are into sours are into sours, and I love I'll have one glass of a sour beer, and that's exactly it. This one
I try to share. A 12 ounce is kind of high for me.
Yeah.
But then you get people I go to Funk Factory. It's a majority sours. And people on their third, fourth sour. And I'm like, how does your tongue not shrivel up? You know, that palate's just bam, just smash.
Yeah.
But
it definitely can't do.
I like the mix, squeeze them in between. If you're doing a really, really dark beer or a really, really hoppy beer, you know. A sour will just clean your palate and you can go back on to regular beer. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A little cleanser.
Yeah.
Yeah. They work well that way.
Freshener.
And they're delicious. Yes. But I can't do... When I first discovered sour beers, I drink a lot of them. You know, I can just fucking piss pound these. And then, something happened. Something clicked in my brain where I'm like, maybe one in between the dark beers would probably, be good.
But there is a need for sour beers.
There is.
Yeah.
Please, God. Yeah, don't take away the sours.
I think it's the last part of the palate craft beer drinkers start to develop, because I know that your New Year's resolution is to start doing more IPAs and to get around to those. And welcome to the club.
Is it? I don't know if it is anymore.
He's backing out already.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew that was a fucking cop-out.
No, it's not. Come on. No, I will. I have. I've drank IPAs.
As someone who's worked in 4 breweries for 5 years now, I am IPA'd out a little bit because there's only so many wonderful, juicy, fruity hops you can have, and they're all great. Mm-hmm. But you're going to have to do something special and weird for me to
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, your favorite IPA?
Of all time?
What's your favorite go-to, or all time, whatever?
My favorite go-to? I don't know. I've been on stouts and porters the last 2 years. I missed the last 2 winters because I was overseas.
Alex likes sour beers.
So I'm on stouts and porters. We have a coffee IPA right now that's really dope.
I always like to try those. I dig that.
That might be all right.
Coffee sours are the fucking best.
I've never had a coffee sour.
True Brewing had one there, and I had one at another place the week before. I don't remember where that was, but
the sour beer brewing place in Milwaukee has coffee
Yeah?
sours.
Oh, God.
Like every version of a beer,
Which
but in
one?
the sour form.
Is it Fermentorium?
No, no,
I
it's
wanna
not.
go.
It's by like Lakefront. The one you know the place because
Like Mines.
Like Mines. Yes.
I haven't had anything except for their one.
Yep.
Their one.
Yeah, they have sour versions of like
The
every
one
beer
that
you
gets
want.
pushed and like that's the only beer I ever see of theirs. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and
we'll
they're
go there.
primarily all
owl
sours.
beer. There's an owl on it. We'll call it the Owl.
Who?
A superb
IPA.
owl.
The Superb Owl. That's the
Yes.
only one I've ever seen from them.
How
Yeah.
was it, Super-Bow?
No.
Yeah.
No, it was fine.
It was a good game.
It was a good game.
Yeah. Speaking of good games to play with your other significant other,
Mario Brothers.
No.
Mario Maker.
Mario.
Maybe. If they're feeling creative.
So
Do
you're gonna
VFR.
make? Are you gonna make a person like in real life named Mario?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a game. It's actually a pretty big project.
That's true.
It takes about 18 years.
Oh, so no.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You can make a Mario Maker level that
Right.
will say,
Well, this is how it begins.
will
Mario
you
Maker,
be
you-
my Valentine
You
out of
impregnate
coins?
the woman and you name the child Mario and you hope it has a mustache and you teach it how to be a plumber.
Yahoo! Whoop, whoop, boy! Woohoo! Let's go! It's me, fucking Oh.
Wow.
It's me,
So
Spaghetti.
you haven't joined the Switch bandwagon, or
I have not held a Switch. I am so trying.
Oh.
It's like when
well,
you try-
tonight
Tonight?
you're not. Your mind's about to be blown,
Waiting for
and then we'll play
tonight.
games.
and then
J-Lo!
it'll be good. Okay, yeah.
But I'm. It's like when you try to avoid a movie trailer because you want to watch the movie unspoiled. I know that Mario and Zelda are going to be some of the best games of the next few years. So I am waiting until tonight for a couple
Waiting
of special
for
very
tonight.
guys.
Whoa!
I've dreamed of Zelda for so long.
Okay, that's the rest of the lyrics, yeah.
Yes.
Nailed it. Nailed it. Okay.
So
Yeah.
here in the Dogcast, we thought we'd do something fun for Valentine's Day because we know that, all of our watchers and listeners are a bunch of lovers. And we want to talk about games that we would love or we have played or we would think would be good co-op or just good games to play with our significant others on Valentine's Day. We thought that might be a good idea.
Bow chicka bow wow.
Exactly.
As they look at me.
Yep. Just looking for approval over
You're
here.
the romantic one in the group.
Well,
Yes.
Oh, I'm getting flustered.
sizzle.
Captain Sizzle.
Because you don't always. I mean, how many times can you go out to dinner?
Every
them
day.
candy.
Oh, I mean, I like to eat
You know,
food, so.
come on, you gotta switch it up a little bit, and you gotta play some games. I mean, if you really love them, and if they really love you, that's more important. They need to play games with you.
They should try.
Yes, Alex is a lover.
I'm a fighter.
Laura's laughing. So yeah. So yeah, guys, any ideas for our friends out there?
Mario Party.
Mario Party.
You take their stars away, and you actually hate each other by the end. Then you come back and you go, oh, it was just a game, and then you have sex.
It's just
In the game or just
Oh, yeah. That's how Mario Party works, my friend.
the Nintendo really went for the mature crowd in
Does
this
Toad
latest
have
Mario
genitals?
Party.
64.
Yeah.
Nintendo 64.
anything on Nintendo 64 will get anybody in the mood. Yes.
Tom,
Yes. What?
what's first on your list?
First on my list? I don't know. I would say
He doesn't know either. He's
I
like,
haven't really
Josh,
thought about
please
this."
tell me you've done some research here.
no. I would. There are some games I don't have physical copies of, but have you guys ever played or heard of the Jackbox party packs at all, or like the You Don't Know Jack series?
Yes, I've seen them. I've never played them,
I
though.
feel like there might be a baby on the cover.
There's a man with a bald
Bust a
head.
Move
That's Bust a Move.
7.
I was way off.
I don't know which one.
You
There's
don't
like
know
100 of
Jack?
them.
You don't know Jack?
It's a bald guy, though. That's me on the cover.
It is. It is. It looked like you.
Celebrity here
Yep.
today.
Can't love
They're a
without
collection
Captain
of like
Sizzle.
kind of like pub there's trivia games, and they're like from anywhere between 1 to 8 players. They're a lot of fun because you play on your phone. I have it for a couple of the collections for the Switch, and yeah, you just bring up the game. It tells you to go and go to this website, enter this code. It's like a 4-digit code, and then you play. And then it's just got a collection of fun, games that a group of people can play. Or if you're only 2, you guys can play together. So there's a game called Fibbage, which is a lot of fun, where they give you a question like, this man in Sweden in 1956 was arrested for blanking fences. Okay? So everybody gets on their phones and then tries to come up with a fake answer that they think everyone else will kind of choose.
On their phones.
On their phones,
Like
yes.
with an app?
You just go to the website. There's no app to download or anything.
What
so it's
year
really,
did this game come out?
2015?
Oh, shit.
And
I
then
thought they
the
made this
newest
for like
one is-
PS2 or something.
I mean, You Don't Know Jack came out in like 98 or something.
Okay, see, that's what I taught.
Yeah, they've been around forever, but they kind of had a renaissance. And but I would recommend playing those games because they are a lot of fun and they cause a lot of laughs, and they're not too intense. You don't have to be fiddling with the whole sticks. At least not the sticks on the controller, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, I would start off by saying You Don't Know Jack would be a great Valentine's Day game to play with you, or if you're into more partners, you can have up to 8 of them. So
Have a little party with as many partners as you can find.
party.
So, speaking of party, Mario Party, but South Park Chef's Love Shack for the Sega Dreamcast.
Oh,
That's
baby.
an old school, wonderful, wonderful game.
Now you got Chef singing love songs to you.
I've never played it. Tell me what
Oh,
this
it's a
game.
blast! It is
played it on the
actually
PlayStation.
like Mario Party kinda. There's mini games that are really stupid and they're really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get to suck on his
and
chocolate
it's trivia.
salty balls?
There's trivia. He probably sings that in there. I'm
Oh,
pretty sure.
He does sing it.
I haven't played it in
Stick him in the mouth and
years.
suck him.
Vitamins are good for you.
But back when I had a Dreamcast, I probably played that as much as Crazy Taxi. So
Yeah.
And it's great for you to play with your friend because there's only 20 trivia questions, so you'll know all the answers before they come in.
Yeah, I remember them all.
You can play Strip Chef's Love Shack.
There's
Strip Chef.
Spank the Monkey's one of the games I know where there's Dr. Mephisto's 8-button monkey. You have to slap different cheeks.
Oh my god, I wish I remember the rest.
I wish I still had that game because I would be playing it right now.
I do.
Okay.
We might have to have a Valentine's Day party.
Yeah.
Be rad.
I'll call my mom and say I'm staying late.
Oh boy, loady. I'll have to check that out. I mean, that's a game that I've seen at conventions, places, forever and a day. But yeah, I've never played it.
It has the South Park humor.
No, it's great. It's fun.
Awesome.
On the Dreamcast, it's very smooth for such a game. It's better than the there's no 64 version.
I think there is a 64 and a PlayStation version.
Dreamcast is
Love
definitely
Shack?
the best one.
Yeah, I believe they have
there-
them on all of them, yeah.
It's the smoothest one and whatnot. It's just,
Sure.
better quality. But
Because Dreamcast is one of the best systems ever made.
don't even get me started.
I mean,
I played it once. I played a Dreamcast. I actually used to own one, but it was Power Stone, and I didn't care for Sonic Adventure. I didn't delve too deep, as they say.
you don't really, yeah.
Power Stone.
You just
I
get
heard
after
that's
that-
a great game. I never played.
Power Stone
It's some sort of a fighter. It could be good.
from Capcom. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a 4-player, beat 'em up, around a better version I've heard than Smash Brothers.
Which Smash Brothers could be a very fun game if you set the handicap. So you give your partner, if they're not a gamer, a 200% advantage, and then you still beat them. Because
Yeah.
you play as Roy, and he will destroy you.
Which one's Roy?
Roy.
He's from Fire Emblem. I couldn't tell you 2 things about him other than he's got an up B move
Fuck
that
you,
I
Roy.
will spam. I will spam it, and I
Game
will
of
win.
Roy?
What kind of a name is Roy?
I know, and he's like this character from a Japanese game they didn't think would be popular in the States, but they threw him in, and his name was Roy.
And his name was Roy.
Yes,
All right. That's
Roy
awesome.
Maker is what I'll be playing later.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
The Game of Roy. Rick
Yeah.
and Morty.
What?
Very good game.
That's a Rick and Morty game.
in the show, yeah.
Ah, okay. I haven't seen Rick and Morty, but I'm curious about Accounting
Okay.
Plus.
Oh.
Yes.
Now, speaking of
that's a
Nintendo
definite.
properties, the Mario Karts, doesn't matter which one, although Mario Kart 8 is pretty good.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, you just race. Just race.
You Mario Kart.
Let your...
You don't need no DXs. You don't need no dicks.
It's a game that's
Mario Kart.
It's designed to balance too. So if they're not as good, they're getting the blue shells.
Yeah. Which might be, like, I don't know, grounds for spousal abuse. Because there are plenty of times I wanted to throw my controller at people for getting blue shelled right before I was about to cross the finish line. So...
I've never had a relationship end over Mario Kart, but I've had friendship problems over Mario Kart.
It can be complicated.
Yeah.
It can get complicated, but, you play your cards right.
You win at Mario Kart.
Everybody wins at Mario Kart.
Great game.
I love you, Mario. Let's go.
Anybody that talks like that loves you too.
Wow. Whew, I felt the tingling. Great. Mario Kart. Good Valentine's Day games. What are some of your Valentine's Day games?
What else you got
What
there,
would you
mister?
play? I got some other ones. Sure, I think. Like Razor Hail. Little Gears of War action if you're into the co-op and just want to maybe get your aggressions out from the year prior. I don't know.
Yeah, take out some of the what are they called? The aliens.
The Lambent.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They were from underneath the planet, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
all
So are they
over.
still,
Emergence
are they
Day.
still aliens?
Inner alien?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Sigmund Freud type thing.
Kind
It's a
of.
Sigmund and Floyd kind of thing.
Yeah.
Sigmund Floyd. It's a concept album.
It is. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello.
I like
Yeah.
all the gears.
I
Yeah.
like the gears.
The gears are good, and if you got a lady friend or boyfriend who likes the gears, they're a keeper, I'd say. I'm only showing this one because it's like one of the only physical copies I have. But the last Gears of War 4 campaign was pretty good.
We fun, yeah. We played it together.
I played it with my significant other, and it was amazing.
Did she like it?
Huh?
Oh, me?
You? Yeah. Neither one of us.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
God damn it. But yeah. Any other suggestions, gents?
I would recommend, if you have your GameCube, or I think it's on Xbox as well now, Super Monkey Ball 1 or Super Monkey Ball 2.
I've never
Those are
played
good ones?
them.
Now, at one point, I was
I'd like to.
the 6th place world record holder for Super Monkey Ball 2.
Like online or what?
There was a website you posted to, and that was only because I was one of the first persons to post. But I was there, and it counted.
Nice.
But no,
Technically did.
Monkey Ball, it's great. There's just the thumbstick, and you have different mazes, and it's fun because it's not a complicated control scheme. People see it and they get it.
Right.
And there's a wonderful bunch of mini games. They have pool, they have golf, they have fight, race. All very straightforward, simple. Very dope soundtrack, which is strange to say for a game called Monkey Ball. Mm-hmm. I guess Donkey Kong Country
Love
has a
Monkey
dope
Ball.
soundtrack too. Something about apes and monkeys and music, they
Absolutely.
go well together. But I would recommend
As they
Monkey
should.
Ball. Yeah.
Yeah. I only played, I think, a little bit of the first one on the GameCube, and I dug it. I only played it by myself, but
I had that was the first GameCube game where I had everybody just like kind of crowding around.
what is this? A monkey in a ball?
This is adorable and challenging. Sounds like
It will kick your ass.
my second
What
wife,
about
to be
Ape,
honest.
Ape Escape?
I've never
Ape
played
Escape.
Ape Escape.
I've only played the demo.
You're trying to catch the monkey, right?
Ape Escape. Hey.
Heyo.
The monkey.
Let's go.
Ape Escape. That was a game
Mexico.
that was a game that launched. That game launched against the first DualShock, like when they came out
Yeah,
with the twin
yeah.
sticks. Yep. That was like the only way you could play that game. Mm-hmm. You put your fucking net, catch those goddamn monkeys. Catch them goddamn monkeys.
Something about that, catching that monkey. Do you guys catch monkeys
Catch the
out there?
monkey? So you played Rush of Blood, but the game that is a spin-off of Until Dawn is a single-player game, kind of like a story-based, choose-your-own-adventure game. We talked about it on the podcast before. I think that would be a good Valentine's Day game, because even though it's single-player, it's one that
You can collab co-op together.
you can collab co-op.
Talk it through together.
Right, because you have to make constant choices in that game. Who am I gonna, who's gonna die? Who am I gonna save? Do I go down this path?
Which way
that
you
path?
gonna go?
I can't believe they're doing that, Tom.
Yeah, exactly. So basically,
the game,
the
guys.
moral of this segment is they're all gonna end up in people hitting each other, and we apologize, but we hope you get to play some good games at least.
Yeah.
Before that happens.
That's a great idea.
Indubitably.
Debating the decisions you make, I think that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything VR.
Compromise.
Anything.
It teaches you compromise until dawn. Yeah.
And
Until people start dying, like Hayden Panettiere and
And that guy who was in some shows and movies.
Mr. Robot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that guy.
yeah, that one.
Mr.
That's the
Robot.
one.
Yeah.
And you can
He was in
really
Grounded for Life.
you can hold it over them too when they made the wrong decision and someone dies, and you can say, "Ha ha,
Right.
I told you."
Right. Honey, you burnt the steak. Well, at least I didn't let Robbie die.
You're bringing up Robbie again. That was 10 steaks ago.
God damn it. We need to stop eating steaks.
I need more.
I'm hungry for something else.
Right, yeah. So anyways, yeah, I would say like Until Dawn.
Until dawn.
Until Dawn.
Until forever.
That's when we party until.
Yep. Yeah.
Hence, that's why the game is named that game.
It's. I was trying to figure out how Rush of Blood was related to it because I've only dabbled
Is
in
it at
Until
all?
Dawn. It is,
It is.
but
You
I don't-
dabbled?
I don't think I only dabbled in Until Dawn.
Oh, you
I
got to
haven't-
play it. So good.
I haven't beaten it.
Come
yet,
on,
but
Brad.
I put a few hours in. I
I'm
didn't.
trying here.
I don't
Come on,
think
man.
we can.
Doing everything I got here. You know, I'm
The
giving
one
it.
guy died. That's where I got to.
One of,
Mr. Robot died.
there was a character in there, I think, who might have passed or almost passed, and then he was like subjected to some sort of treatment, and that's the whole Rush of Blood is him going through things in his head.
Really?
You have to like beat everything on Ultra Insane Expert, which no one will do other than like two Russian dudes. And then because the YouTube video I saw was a Russian video of them beating the game, so that's what explained it. So I assume
You are beard.
we have beaten the game. And
we
it
have
is-
beaten
It was
game.
Robert who died. It is Rush of Blood. Play it on your
Russian
PS4.
blood.
Russian blood.
Russian blood. Fuck you. We love America. Yeah, you should definitely play Until Dawn, or at least try it out. Yeah, I think you might like it. Especially play with your significant other. Okay, Until Dawn. Any other ones?
Not Chubby Cherub.
Specifically, not that one. You
No.
had a bad experience with that one game.
No,
Contra?
That game sucks.
Can you play Contra?
Contra? It's 2-player. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, beat some aliens.
And you can look like a tough guy when you're like protecting them.
Yeah, you're like, that's me. I'm that guy.
Yes.
And you're that
And then when you
guy.
put in the Konami code, they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, are you a hacker?"
You're right.
So,
I've dabbled
yes.
into hacking.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you guys have played any of the Lego games.
Adorable.
So like,
Adorable games.
Legos that just go everywhere. And you
Just
collect them
everywhere.
and you are a Lego.
they're collectathon games, but they usually have a good sense of humor. Everything's Lego. It's kid friendly. It's family friendly. You can play co-op with each other. And played Lego Jurassic Park with my then other, and we had a good time.
I played the Star Wars one.
What do you think of it?
It was like the other one I played, which was Lego.
They're all the same.
Lego Batman. Played that one.
They got some good jokes. They got a few good jokes. They
Yep.
do little spins on the story.
Yep.
It's fun seeing the Legos.
It's awesome. Tons of unlockables, like just fucking shit tons of unlockables.
I want to see
those
some weird ones though. I want to see the Phantom Thread Lego. You know,
yes.
they're doing the obvious franchises. Go for a deep cut, the Shape of Water Lego. You have to
Yes.
find the fish's parts so you can have fun with it. I don't know.
Give me just Lego Coen Brothers. Give me No Country for Old Men.
The Lego Big Lebowski.
Fargo. Or Yeah, there you go.
Reservoir
Bringing
Dogs.
it back home.
I can find you a toe. When you go to find a toe, a little Lego toe.
Swiss Army Man Lego.
Yeah. Oh, that would be a fantastic one.
Can you imagine the powers you could get in that one? Shit, that'd be fucking great.
Oh man.
Let's make it happen.
The water skiing level.
Schindler's List Lego. You know, that
I
maybe
know that one.
that would be
I played that one.
weird to be
One red Lego.
one red Lego. You would need like a color TV. Good for the colorblind folk. Mm-hmm. Which we love you, all of you.
And speaking of Schindler's List, another game that I would recommend for Valentine's Day is Katamari Damacy.
Yes.
thing
Yeah.
I
Collects.
have you all played it at all?
I've never played it.
I have not either.
It's
Clips and things.
Lego
So
Taken.
bizarre.
Yes.
So you use the 2 thumbsticks. It's like tank controls, you know?
Yep.
Both go forward, and it's got the most eclectic, strange, fascinating soundtrack you'll ever hear. And it's bizarre.
Yeah.
The graphics are simple and very timeless in a way because they're not trying to be anything they're not. They're simple, they're blocky, and they're fun. And it's bizarre, and everyone I've ever showed that game to has a big dumb smile on their face.
That's,
Yeah.
it's like a snowball like simulator, right? Or just
A snowball simulator.
yeah.
It's a very good way to describe it.
Yeah, you keep collecting things
Magnet
to make
ball.
Yeah, you push a ball, right? And then it gets bigger and bigger, and then you can like
Collect
collect
stuff.
other
Well,
bigger things into your
The reason you're rolling a ball is your father, the king of all cosmos, who
yes,
wears
that was the name, yes.
very tight yoga pants. That's an important part of his character.
Okay.
He might have gotten a little drunk, at least in the Japanese version. In the American version, he didn't. But he accidentally disrupted the whole thing, and you have to put the cosmos back together because I don't know what happened last night. So you're the prince.
Nice.
And you have to just roll up little things, starting off with bottle caps and then glasses and then cars and skyscrapers, and you make new stars and stuff.
Right on.
There's some theme levels, but it's the music alone. It's unlike anything. It's up there with Jet Set Radio Future. It's just they have very distinct, wonderful soundtracks, and I would recommend if you have it, bust it out. You'll have a good time. You know.
That's good. I've always heard good things about the soundtrack and just how fucking off the wall some of the cutscenes are. So I always wanted to check that out. You know, when that came out, that was had a lot of people telling me to play it, and I just defied them.
Do you have
never did.
Do you have a PS2? I'll bring it over.
I do have a PS2
Yeah.
With a Framemeister.
with a Framemeister. Yes, we can play it in upscaled glory. I know, right? Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah. How do you feel, everybody? How is everyone tonight?
Bow chicka bow wow.
I'm feeling it. I am feeling it right now.
Are these games getting y'all in the mood as much as us?
Oh shit. Well, I'm just getting thirsty-isher.
Should we do another beer? I brought one for a bonus round if we want to do it.
I think it's time for a bonus round. Bonus beer.
Bonus Tom.
Do you want to grab it, my friend?
Boner beer.
This was a special gift from my sister-in-law. It made a trip halfway around the world from Myanmar, or Burma as a lot of people refer to it.
Oh. Sorry, light. You put the light on me, Tom.
It's a straightforward lager. It's it says Myanmar lager beer. I think it's probably one of the only beers Myanmar Brewery makes.
Myanmar.
I can't imagine that they have a sour stout or anything.
It probably is the only beer they ever made.
my sour stout.
She couldn't get the double black IPA.
From the Myanmar Brewery.
From Myanmar Brewery.
Lager beer.
He drinks a whiskey drink. He drinks a lager drink.
He drinks another lager drink.
He drinks a
He
lager
drinks a Burma drink.
I don't know those lyrics.
Sings the songs that remind him of the good times.
Danny boy.
Yeah. Good
Pissing the
times.
night away.
Oh, piss in my...
I would also say if you have an SNES, maybe play a little Super Bomberman. If you're into that, it's a good multiplayer game. Give you a reason to bust out the multi-tap.
Super Bomberman.
That was an SNES multi-tap game, right?
It was. Yeah. It came with the multi-tap
I have a multi-tap.
at the same time.
There was
I don't think I have a game that works for the multi-tap. That's
Were
ridiculous.
there any football games? Like some of the Madden games had to be.
Maybe.
NBA Jam is 4 players.
Myanmar.
Burma. John Rambo's last sighting.
We didn't talk about them, but Suikoden 1 and 2, just go and you can't buy them. They're too
Those are
expensive.
perfect Valentine's games.
They're not.
No, they're. Do you want to talk about Suikoden?
We don't have to. Those
You
are.
brought them. I feel like.
They I'm wearing the shirt even.
Well,
Sir.
sir.
I don't know anything about them.
Come on, let's do it.
Deep cut PlayStation 1 RPGs up with the best RPGs.
Better than
made.
Final Fantasy VII?
There's a debate to be had. It depends on what you find very
It's a good
important.
lager.
Yeah, let's talk about this beer first.
It's a good lager. I'm just saying. It's
Ooh.
good. Lager. It's good. Yeah.
Nice, drinkable,
Yeah.
clean,
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Crisp.
Clean, very clean.
no dirt.
No.
No, great beer.
No, very. It's been filtered. It's good. I love it.
Suikoden 1 and 2, they came out at a time when if you didn't have those polygons, you weren't nothing. It's much like Castlevania Symphony of the Night was
Yeah.
panned.
It was.
It's like, well, why don't you make it 3D, dude? You could have made it tight, and you made it lime.
Right.
Turns out it was tight the whole time.
Turns out, yeah, they made the right decision.
And this was, it's just that like 2D style of RPG done amazingly well. The story has political intrigue. It's Shakespearean, well-written characters, 108 of them, and
In every game.
yeah, you collect.
Got to collect them all.
Yeah, it's a Pokemon with people.
Yeah.
Is it?
Pokemon progenitor.
Like I don't really play RPGs.
I've heard that. Yes.
Don't tell anybody.
Not even Mass Effect, half shooter RPG.
I have it because
We've talked about Mass Effect. We talked about Mass Effect.
I have not played Mass Effect.
You probably won't like it, but you'd like it less, or you'd like it more less than the other ones,
Yeah,
I think.
maybe. But I have heard PS1 RPGs, all of them forever for an RPG lover.
It was a big time
I
because
love PS1, so
I think it was because they were able to mass produce, not in a much bigger way. Because now with PS2s and where we're at 3s and 4s, it takes Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's coming in 20 years, baby. We're making it. And
Literally, yeah, yeah.
I just saw an update. Biggs will be a cool character. It's like you've been working on it for 4 years.
What?
Jesse will be cute.
ooh.
That was a news article I read today.
Today?
And they were talking about Cloud's model again. It's like you announced that game when I lived in
Well,
Minneapolis.
you know,
that
when-
was years ago.
Cloud's the sword guy, right?
With a big sword. It's physically possible. No doubt about it, right? And that hair. Who does his gel?
Well,
Yeah.
that was the number
It's
one.
crazy.
I know he's a sword guy, but he's also the hair guy.
Yeah.
So
And
was a lot of anime.
he was kind of one of the first emo guys.
Kind of.
I don't know if he was as much, but he's been turned into one.
Totally. But yeah, but,
eyeliner.
not to kind of get off on a little tangent, but I remember when they did the trailer, or they announced the trailer for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. The at actual E3, they did the trailer. They showed it to everybody. Everyone's clapping, and it said produced by Harunobu Sakaguchi, or the Final Fantasy guy. And he was sitting in the audience, and he turned to a reporter and said, like, I didn't know that. So they just kind of like announced it then. So you're right. It's not coming out for like 20 years.
And that's episode 1.
And that's episode 1. Yeah, you're going to get the first cinematic in like 20 years. And then on a demo disc
but
for
with-
Resident Evil 18.
With PlayStation 1 RPGs, they were able to just crank them out. So you got
they did, yeah.
your Secret of Manas, you got your Legend of Dragoons, which was a bigger project, but
Yep.
I'm missing a whole bunch. Legend of Agaya, Legend of... there's like 20 legends. But there was it was easy to put out a whole bunch of RPGs.
RPG Maker.
Final Fantasy Tactics.
Tactics. Which I played on the iPad not
There
long
you go.
ago.
Hey, all right.
It's actually much better on the iPad, being able to select the
Oh, I
spells,
bet,
but,
yeah.
Suikoden's great. My favorite series of all time. It's very obscure. I think you can find it on the PS3 PSN network, or maybe even on the PSP, but it's really tricky to like find a copy to play. It's not one of those big, there's a bad guy who wants to be God, and he dresses in a weird way with strange hair. It's friendship, it's betrayal, and it's been compared to like Song of Ice and Fire if you read the Game of Thrones books at all. Right. And the battles are fun, they're quick, it's great.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've only played the third one on PS2, and I remember I had a good time with it. You know, the graphics weren't the greatest at that time, but just
at all even.
I like they were like
close.
No, there were. I remember there were like multiple threads. You would like switch storylines throughout the game, and then come back with like a different group of characters, and then it kind of all intersected at the end. And I thought that that was like one of the first times that I played a game like that, I guess.
You would be Hugo and see Chris destroy your village, and then you'd be Chris and why she destroyed the village.
Right. Yes. They'd put you in the shoes of the antagonists. You'd become the protagonists, and then you'd find their motivations, and then you'd just drink beer from Burma because you just couldn't.
You couldn't even deal.
You just couldn't deal with it.
My favorite character's name was Ghetto. He was the other character.
Ghetto.
I said Godot out of just like maybe. But yeah.
Yo, man.
In the ghetto.
Ghetto. But Suikoden 2, out of all of them, I know that one is like highly coveted and considered probably the best PS1 RPG of all time. At least from what I hear. It just got recently released on like newer consoles, maybe last year or a couple of years ago. But that was a big deal.
That.
You got
Feels
it.
good. I like these chairs.
A little Suikoden dance.
It's a deep cut.
Suikoden dance.
People that know, they preach. I brought it here. I didn't need to.
I'm going to steal it.
I bought this shirt. I had to order it from London. It was $40 for a t-shirt. I was like, doesn't matter. Need it. And when I wore it to the Legend of Zelda Symphony Orchestra in Milwaukee, there was like 3 dudes who were like, what? And I was like, you get it.
You know what I'm all
Valentine.
And then we awkwardly talked about video games, and that was it.
And then you went on your ways.
But it meant a lot.
It did. Yeah. I'm glad you had that experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can I borrow that shirt? I
Right
want to
now?
be cool. I want to be cool.
No.
God damn it. God damn it.
You're cool without it. You don't need it. You're the
It's
best
okay.
in town. Everyone knows that.
Around. Never down. So yeah, there's your Suikoden update.
The Suikoden update of
Yes.
2018.
Are they making any more of those?
No, that's done. They did spin-off series on like the DS or the 3DS or the whatever they got.
Okay.
But alternate universe. Don't care if it's in another universe, if it's the same timeline, different time.
Because they're Konami games and they don't make games.
Because
anymore.
otherwise the characters from 1 show up in 2, and if you actually can like take your save data over and like bring other characters and like stats over.
That's cool.
And then with 3, if you bring it from the PS1 to the PS2, there's not a whole bunch of overlapping stuff, but they have whole plays unlocked where you can assign different characters to play different different parts of the past.
Oh, okay.
And you can see how Luke would represent this character, you know?
I kind of remember that, and I don't think I understood what was going on.
It's like reading about a history that you don't you've never heard of before. It's like a lot of names you don't know.
Right.
If you know, though, it's quite fun.
Well, it sounds like a hoot and a holler.
Oh, golly.
Golly gee.
I'm into it.
Yeah. Well, hey, play that with your significant other on Valentine's Day. Play through them all in one night
Forever.
together.
And
Yeah.
yeah, Tom.
Yeah.
That's great. Now we drink the beer. All right. Anyways, you guys talk amongst yourselves.
Bye, Tom. Bye. That's how it goes every time with Tom.
I was gonna say my bladder wasn't the first to burst, but I'm thinking.
I'm good. I took about a 10-minute at Arby's earlier.
Arby's.
Arby's.
Home of the roast beef. Speaking of, they have great deals this time of year. Go ahead and check out Arby's.
If you haven't had Arby's today, they have a French dip. I got one today. It was quite dippy. What is that?
Well, Josh.
Whoa.
Hey.
Whoa.
Whoa. This is for you since it's Valentine's Day. And I...
Why did you get me something for Valentine's Day, Tom?
Because I was really behind on Christmas gifts as well.
I didn't need anything.
It's okay.
I got you, babe.
Well, you did. You gave me Windjammers, and that was like the best gift anyone could give anybody.
Well, what is this big thing? It's like big.
So I want you to open that.
What could it be?
The worst wrapped gift in all
How
time.
do you open one of these?
Oh no. Oh no.
I know what I'm doing tonight. Kinda.
Oh my God, baby.
That is fun.
Just rip that shit open.
Oh my gosh! Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. It is a haunted
What is it?
highway to
You get
Ghostbusters racetrack there, eh?
Yeah, and encourages you to see the new Ghostbusters movie in summer of 2016.
But it's based off, so it's the Haunted Highway 2, and they use the Ghostbuster 2 logo. And Stay Puft is in this one, and the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, you got them all.
Oh my
Slimer.
god!
Slimer.
Is the taxi cab ghost from the first one in there?
I hope so.
I really hope so.
If not, you can return it.
and
I got a gift receipt.
and
Caution, electronically operated products, so just be careful.
That's right. Put your tongue on the
Oh.
track.
I don't know if you all know, but I'm a big fan of Ghostbusters.
Let's see the other tattoo.
Oh, this whole thing.
Look at oh my God. Oh, look away. Look away.
Yeah. So that's pretty sweet, Tom. You gonna play with me?
I'd love to play with you.
Where'd you get this thing? The internet?
It's on the internet. It was on the internet. It's got 14 feet of fucking track, baby.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to set this up right away.
Right away. There you go.
Hey everybody! If you want to play some car racing with me,
There you go. You know where to go.
And
man.
AJ, acknowledgments on Golden Sun. Dope Game Boy Advance game. I didn't play the sequel, but I loved the original. I saw you commented on
thanks,
that.
Tom.
I always wanted to play that.
Golden
Yeah.
Sun.
You got it, man. How about Boktai? You ever play Boktai?
No, but I heard that was a game that you're supposed to play in the
In
sunlight.
the sun. Yeah. I had never played that either.
I
but it was-
wasn't in the sun often.
I think it was a Hideo Kojima joint. So
Sounds weird enough.
yeah, exactly. Oh, all right. So, any more Valentine's Day games?
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day games?
Day games. Probably. But
I'm going to go grab a Christmas present real quick in the bathroom.
Oh boy.
well, on that note,
Yeah. Gosh darn it. It's all right.
tried.
Hey, it happens to the best of everyone. Everybody.
everybody. So,
Yeah.
I really got nothing for Valentine's Day
Well, aren't you just the romantic?
except for this. Yo, you got Ghostbusters 2 race car set.
Just set it up right now. Let
You
people
play
watch
that
you.
with your significant other.
Yes.
Just lay in the middle of it. Things will happen.
Oh, I did want to give a shout out to kind of like the obvious rhythm games. If you got some of those old fucking guitars, you
I used to be in the rock band.
got your Rock Band, you got your Guitar Hero Metallicas, you know. Play those. Play a little Creeping Death with the woman, the man.
Yeah.
You know, they'll appreciate that. A little Inner Sandman. Fuck yeah.
Couldn't find the presents, guys. Sorry.
Did you look under the sink?
Ooh, I found some Game
God
Informers
damn
in
it,
there.
Brett.
That was
Oh,
fun.
Knew it.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's about all I got for the games.
Oh, there's others, but we don't want to tell you. That's for you to find out on your own.
It's true. And like we mentioned before, what are some of your favorite Valentine's gay stuff?
He's just
Valentine's games.
Games.
Valentine's gay.
If you like Valentine's Day and you're gay,
I'm being
Grab
lookout
a
for Schindler's
Schindler's
List Lego.
Let's Lego. Yes. Wow. Man, we just hit all the pillars tonight.
Hey.
Yeah. So on that note, I think we should probably wrap up.
Wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen.
Happy
Be safe.
Valentine's Day.
Be safe.
Valentine's Day.
Yes. Thank you guys for joining in. We've been here at the Dogcast, and this is Brad, our very
okay.
special guest. So, Brad, how can people get a hold of you or visit you when you're working at said brewery here?
Yeah, well, my Twitter handle doesn't have one.
Okay.
My Facebook doesn't exist, but if you want to
At doesn't exist.
Yeah, at doesn't exist. What is Mobcraft Beer? Go to Mobcraft. I bartend like 5 or 6 days a week, or
In Milwaukee.
in Milwaukee, which means good land. If
good
you're
land.
not familiar, you
right.
plebeians.
Right across from the Iron Horse Hotel.
Yeah, Brad at mobcraftbeer.com if you really need to contact me. But there's
You will be contacted.
let me know about Suikoden if you guys want to talk. I have all the graphic novels for Suikoden 3. I had to order them individually, and it took a while.
Really?
Wow.
Is that like 70?
Okay, that's weird. Okay, that's really weird now.
I don't present them with most of my regular book collection when people come over. You hide your manga a little bit. But,
Right.
Thank you guys a million times for letting me come on here.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for bringing the beer.
It was fun.
You know?
This is great. I'm a big fan. Yeah, I'm a new fan. I'm happy I met you. I've only caught 4 podcasts so far. I'm starting to...
That's all we got.
No, I know you guys have a lot more because
No, we just stopped there.
Started episode
we're going to
one.
the beginning.
Don't start at episode 1. Oh, my God.
In reverse order.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm
It's like
excited to
Benjamin
go
Button.
back because I saw some topics I was curious about. So,
Oh, interesting.
what is it like? WTF is a chocobo was one I was curious about.
That was my my bashing of RPGs a little
I
bit.
need to listen to that.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. We schooled Josh in that one, I believe.
You do?
I think I sang the Chocobo song.
I hope
And
no
you're like,
other
what the fuck
partners
is
are
that?
fighting on Valentine's.
It's like that ICP song. What
It-
is a chocobo?
ICP is a "What is a Chocobo" song. I need to find
Big
it.
fan.
Need it on vinyl.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, Josh, where can they get a hold of us?
You can get a hold of us at hairthedogcast@gmail.com. If you need to email, talk to us. We will contact you. Contact
will.
back. We will negotiate favors for things. Possibly. On the website, hairthedogcast.com.
Yes. Do it.
Like and follow and share us on the Facebook.
Absolutely. Check us out on YouTube. We upload our videos there.
Yes.
Share us with your friends. Let them know about the Dogcast. See if they like us. I don't know.
Yeah,
Whatever.
if they don't, that's cool.
Yes.
If they do, that's cooler. But
But smash the like buttons. Smash all of them. Smash them hard.
Oh,
Just
give us that dopamine kick.
We need it.
Like,
Yes.
heart, like, star, heart.
Absolutely.
And then when we're done, retweet us in the morning.
Please.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We have a
Please.
tweeter
And
at Hot Dogcast.
yeah. Yes. Twitter, which we're very active on
Sometimes.
sometimes. And we will see you at Midwest Gaming Classic this year and the April
gotta
7th,
happen.
9th.
The MGC.
So, from all of us here at the Dogcast, we bid you a happy Valentine's Day. Kisses. We love you. And
Smoochy, smoochy.
things. And I think we're going to go now. Okay.
You want smoosh, smoosh?
We love you.